Hello guys, and welcome to a bit of a guide tutorial how to kind of video for Fortnite, where I want to dig a little bit more into how you retrieve the data. These are the balloon missions, and like the absolute most basic thing is, how do you find the balloon? Look up into the sky, find the balloon up in the sky and move in the direction where you can see it. In some maps this can be really hard, especially in like these deep forest type of maps. Then you can just build up above the trees, and pretty often you can find them very easily. Put down a jump pad, jump towards the direction where the balloon is, and you're going to be finding it super fast. When you reach the site, look for the corner where the balloon is right in line with the two areas that you're standing by, and that is where the balloon is going to be landing. The landing site for the balloon is 2x2 pieces, but the actual balloon only takes up one piece. So all you really need to do is to place down your defense along that single square where the balloon is going to be landed. It gives you a smaller area to protect, and it means that you don't need to waste that many resources in regards to building a lot of walls and building a lot of traps. Obviously you can't really wall it properly in due to the fact that you can't get in before you have taken down the balloon, but once you smash it down you're going to be able to place it. What I like to do when I play a constructor is just to get my base down early so that the damage reflection, the resource generation, all that stuff is up and running, and then once I have my base down I place these jump pads. I have the bent walls or stairs to push things back. Put the pushing traps also on these two walls here. Then I upgrade, I move away, I farm, and I come back like when there's 8 minutes back, because that is when you can shoot down the balloon. So I did that in this mission here, and when I came back with around these 8 minutes back, ready to pop the balloon and build the rest of the base, I saw this. And that is why I decided to make this video. And this is, I think a few weeks ago I recorded this, but I've been saving up random like balloon missions since then, trying to gather together enough like game things to make what I feel is reasonable retrieve the data video. So there we have it, smashed it down, and as you can see here, just building walls here, having this one small area that we need to protect. All the other stuff is, of course, like you may need it if it's a super hard mission, but it seems more efficient to spend your resources on making things such as kill tunnels and traps. So yeah, after playing this mission here, I decided to make a video where I would look a little bit more into how I build these retrieve the databases. I have two different ways that I like to build them, and of course if you're playing with others, they may not agree with how you want to do it, but it seems like a pretty default concept that whoever is the constructor in the team, or whoever finds the landing site first, just places down these default things with the two walls, the slants or the stairs, and like the pushy pants traps, and then things are well up and running. The second time that I wanted to make a recording, I actually ended in this map here, and the reason why I included it was because I have a cliffside here, and that is something you need to take into consideration always when you play games in Fortnite. It is, how is the environment? Obviously if you make stairways up towards the cliffside, the husks, if they come from that direction, can jump directly onto your stairs, giving them access to the balloon one wall earlier. So you don't want to have them there. Instead you may want some type of damaging trap that you can use here instead, so that this area isn't like worse protected than the others. So keep the environment in mind at all times. If you're playing this as solo, you probably want some kind of kill tunnels or pathways, but what you really need to keep in mind if you are pushing the difficulty just a little bit for yourself is that when you shoot down the balloon, everything goes crazy. You need to be really fast in regards to placing these two walls and of course the ceiling, getting the traps down, and then you need to start upgrading, because if you get something like what I'm about to show you in this video here, you're gonna be a very, very busy player. Now, the small things, not that much of a problem with a Grenadier here, or if you're playing a Constructor, you can put down the Pulse. But if you get crazy paint start, where you're gonna be charged by insane smashers, then you need to get your upgrades up and running, or have like a better defense than what I thought I would need in this mission here, because coming in right there, fire smashers, and not one, I got 3 in this mission here, and as you can see, I haven't had a chance really to upgrade my stairs. That should keep the husks away, giving me the first line of pushy back traps. So yeah, something you need to keep in mind when you are making these. You risk getting something such as smashers early, and then your defenses may not hold because you haven't had a chance to upgrade the structures yet. So yeah, just a little bit of tips and tricks from someone that has played a lot of balloon missions and failed also quite a few due to stupid errors. Another way that I like to play these balloons, again, this here is a bit more of a kill pyramid design, where you just wall in everything from the start because you want to have a 2x2 area up at the top where the husks come up and die. I like to make it like a bit of an onion, where you really try to encourage the husks to get up and attack from the top, because you have 3 layers of defense down here at the bottom. I'm playing in a low power mission, so I don't need to like go all iron on it, but still, putting the base down inside this kill pyramid, upgrading like the walls, everything as much as you can, making a bit of a pyramid, and when you have shut down the balloon, you want to make ceilings or floors. You need to put something on them that takes out husks. On the roofs, on the ceilings, I like to go with these area of effect things. I like to go with these that also deal area damage on the floors. Then on these here you can use something such as these launchers or pushers to push things away from the pyramid again, so they come up here and they die, and if they survive, they're gonna be pushed away so that they need to go up on the pyramid again to take damage from all of these traps here. So that is another way that I really like to play these. You may want to put something on top for lobbers depending on the waves that you're gonna be getting like in the map, but besides that, this is also a very efficient and casual way to play. And like propanes can be a bit of a problem, so don't use wood where you have the traps, because if you are like, I'm soloing this, if I had been paying more attention to this instead of my recording, I would of course have shut down the propanes before they reached me, because you have pretty good visibility from inside the kill pyramid area. You can just go up here and build if you are worried about lubbers. Just a single layer for absorbing like the worst attacks until you find out where the lubbers come from, so that you can take them out from within the kill part of your pyramid. The character that I really like playing with is the base hype, because of her electric floors, and because the other like classic ways of doing the retrieve the trade database were like a bit odd or faily. I wanted to include one where I had an opportunity to make like the design in the default simple way, and I managed to do that last night while playing with Luther J, Gaming, CZE, and Snipes. So like we had some really cool games, just 2 unfortunately, but it got pretty late, and I just put down this base here, and as you can see here, Gaming was helping out with building, and I kind of asked him not to build, and that is because I wanted to demonstrate how to actually make this retrieve the database, so that we could see why this is an efficient way of doing it. And it was late, I was lazy, I put up way too many traps in front of this, but I did manage to capture husks in action in a way that could really demonstrate why these stairs and floor pushers are really, really efficient. When you get the balloon down, once again, pump up the defense. This time I was playing a constructor, which means that I had an option to have the entire area reinforced by the base ability, but yeah, didn't really need it. But I put the defense here as well, and you may be wondering why you're putting it here when the husks are coming from the other side, and luckily there is a good reason for that. Oh yes, there is, because if you have something such as flingers if the storm changes direction, then you want to have a little bit of a backup defense from the other sides. And we did actually get that here. As you can see, we have a husk coming there. And that is exactly what is going to be happening. Husks are walking in there. They're being pushed up onto the stairs and then away. And if you have an electro constructor like base hype here, the mobs are going to be taking damage while they're being pushed back, walking back again. So covering the entire area with floors so that the husks take damage in the process is really cool. Look at this one here, having this small wall allows the husks to be pushed over it. They need to walk all the way around in order to get back to the base and attack it. It gives you 3 additional tiles of damage, so also a really cool thing that you can do when you're doing retrieve the data. That, guys, was what I had to share in this video here. I hope you enjoyed. As always, thank you very much for watching.